Have you ever wondered, what does science have to say about the enigma that is death? It's a question that has piqued the curiosity of humans since the dawn of time, often evoking a sense of fear and unease. We've spun tales, created myths, and sought solace in religious and philosophical beliefs to grapple with this great unknown. Yet in the realm of science, death is not shrouded in mystery. It is an observable, measurable event, a part of the natural order of life. Science can offer us answers, provide explanations to those lingering questions we may have about the end of life. It might not give us comfort or solace, but it can certainly give us understanding. So, as we delve into this topic, we're not looking to ponder existential questions or debate moral dilemmas. Instead, we're here to explore the facts, to see what happens when life ceases from a scientific standpoint. So, let's embark on a journey to understand death, not as a philosophical or religious concept, but as a scientific fact. In its simplest form, death is the cessation of all biological functions. It's a hard truth, a universal reality that each and every living organism on this planet must face. But what does it mean, biologically speaking, when we say someone has died? Well, it all begins when the heart stops beating. This remarkable organ, beating an average of 100,000 times a day, pushes blood around the body, supplying oxygen and vital nutrients to every cell. When the heart ceases its rhythmic contraction, this life-sustaining circulation grinds to a halt. Deprived of their essential sustenance, cells begin to die. But it's not just the cells in our muscles or skin that suffer. The brain, our body's control center, is also affected. This intricate organ, with its billions of neurons, requires a constant supply of oxygen to function. Without it, the brain's activity slows and, after a short while, ceases altogether. Every thought, every memory, every part of who we are is housed within this delicate organ. And when it stops, a significant part of what makes us, is lost. We often think of death as a single moment, a line between life and non-life. Yet it's more accurate to see it as a process, a series of biological events. It's not a flick of a switch, but a gradual winding down of the complex machinery that keeps us alive. When all these physical functions stop, when the heart no longer beats, when the brain no longer thinks, science defines this as death. It's a sobering thought, but understanding the biological realities of death helps us appreciate the miraculous, finely tuned processes that keep us alive every second of every day. It reminds us of our mortality, yes, but also of the incredible, intricate dance of life that we are all part of. So, from a biological perspective, death is the end of the physical functions that define our lives. It is the ultimate end of the journey, the final punctuation to the beautifully complex sentence that is life. But what happens at the moment of death? Let's delve a little deeper. From a scientific perspective, death is a process, not an instant. It's the gradual shutting down of our body's systems. The heart stops beating, breathing ceases, and the brain activity dwindles. The body instinctively releases endorphins, nature's painkillers, to ease any discomfort during this phase. As we move into the final stages of dying, the body temperature drops, and the cells, without their needed supply of oxygen, begin to break down. This is the body's way of closing shop, if you will. But remember, this process is as natural as birth. It's the cycle of life, the closing of one door and the opening of another. It's a journey we all must take. This scientific view of death might seem a bit clinical, but it helps us understand the process of dying in a factual and tangible way. As grim as it might seem, death is a natural part of life. From a scientific perspective, it's a crucial component of the life cycle. In nature, everything is interconnected, and death plays a pivotal role in this intricate web of life. Consider the forest floor, where fallen leaves and deceased organisms decompose. This process, while seemingly macabre, is vital for the recycling of nutrients. It enriches the soil, fostering the growth of new life in a continuous loop of birth, death, and rebirth. Let's not forget about evolution, the process that shapes life on Earth. Death, in fact, is a driving force behind evolution. It ensures that only the fittest of species survive and pass on their genes, propelling the wheel of life forward. So you see, death isn't just a grim end. It's a necessary part of existence, a piece of the larger puzzle that is life. In the grand scheme of things, death is not an end, but rather a part of the continuous cycle of life,